Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we are coming to you from Pony Island, where the ground type Timbers are looking to end their 3-game losing streak and get themselves back into a Leaders 8 position. But trying to prevent that are the Glacado Nordics, who are coming off a rare victory and they have the type advantage. So let us know in the comments below who you think will win this one. Will it be the ground types or will it be the ice types? Let's send it down. As I said, the Glacado Nordics are coming off a rare victory and they will be starting out with Beartick and Frostlass. It will be Garchomp, the pseudo-legendary, being joined by Hippowdon for the Pony Timbers, and immediately Frostlass is going to go for the wing attack onto the heavily defensive Hippowdon. Garchomp, the pseudo-legendary, though, responds with the Frenzy Plant, going straight for Beartick. Gets a great hit there, but Beartick will be able to respond with the Poltergeist, so it is going to attack Garchomp with its own Leopard Berry here. Garchomp taking huge damage as well, but Hippowdon now with the Disable, a fantastic early play. This is going to cause Frostlass to struggle, so it will be doing damage to itself. It will definitely do damage to whoever it targets, and it does go for Hippowdon. Doesn't do much damage, but there is that recoil on Frostlass as Garchomp has to recharge after the Frenzy Plant. This allows Beartick to go with the Spirit Shackle. It is clearly trying to get the pseudo-legendary off the field. Gets a really good hit there, as well as Garchomp can no longer escape, and now Hippowdon is going to go for the knockoff onto Frostlass. That super effective hit gets the early elimination for the Pony Timbers, who have taken the lead here. And it does knock off that Leopard Berry of Frostlass. Not that it matters, because it's eliminated, and out comes Cloyster with that part water typing, as well as the Thunder is brought down onto Beartick from Garchomp. These two massive Pokemon going head to head, but Cloyster now with the Incinerate hits both Garchomp and Hippowdon. It is not very effective on Garchomp, but it does get the critical hit on Hippowdon and burns up those Leopard Berries as well. Beartick looking to follow it up, goes with the Sand Tomb onto Garchomp, gets a good hit, and Garchomp has been trapped by that Quicksand, but now Hippowdon with the Lash Out onto Cloyster. An okay hit on the very heavily defensive Cloyster, but there is Garchomp feeling the effects of that Sand Tomb, but it's still in the matchup, and this allows it to go with the Psybeam onto Beartick and gets the elimination. Garchomp comes out on top over Beartick, but now Cloyster is going to respond for its side with the Struggle Bug and finishes off the pseudo-legendary. It does lower that special attack of Hippowdon in the process, but is much more of a physically offensive and defensive Pokemon as it goes with the Ice Punch onto Cloyster. Not very effective there. Now out comes Great Tusk for the Pony Timbers. It will be Baxcalibur coming out for the Glacado Nordics, and immediately Great Tusk with the Ally Switch, changing places with Hippowdon. See if that actually pays off, as we have another pseudo-legendary on the field in Baxcalibur, immediately going with the Iron Tail onto Great Tusk. Gets a really good hit there, and Cloyster is going to follow it up with the Ceaseless Edge. Looks like they're going for Great Tusk here on the field, and it is also going to put those spikes scattered on the side of the Pony Timbers, as Hippowdon with the Thunderbolt onto Baxcalibur. Not very effective. It should have gone for Cloyster and capitalized on that part water typing, as now we get the Stomping Tantrum from Great Tusk onto Baxcalibur. Gets a good hit as the pseudo-legendary responds with the Sing. It is going to put Great Tusk to sleep. Hippowdon will have to do all the heavy lifting, as Cloyster now with the Forest's Curse is going to add that grass typing to Hippowdon, making it now quad weak to ice type attacks. And we get the Tail Glow in response by Hippowdon here, so it is going to boost its special attack a great deal. It should have focused on that physical attack, though, as a Future Sight is being set up by Baxcalibur onto Great Tusk, foreseeing that attack. And Great Tusk, being a part fighting type, does not want to feel the effects of that, but it is too busy sleeping on the field right now to know what's going on, as Cloyster with the Hyper Voice hits both Hippowdon and Great Tusk. Hippowdon holds on and responds with the Ice Punch, trying to capitalize on that part Dragon typing of Baxcalibur, as Great Tusk is still fast asleep, snoozing away on the field. This allows Baxcalibur to go with the Matcha Gotcha. This is going to hit both Great Tusk and Hippowdon and eliminates both Pokemon. Baxcalibur gets the huge play all to itself and does have a little bit of health restored in the process, draining it from the two ground type Pokemon. And remember that Future Sight is still in play as well, as Hippowdon and Great Tusk leave the field. Cloyster goes for the Drill Peck. Thankfully it didn't go for an explosion, but there is no one for it to hit, so that move will fail, as out comes Mudsdale, and it will be joined by Palisand. But the Glacado Nordics have a 5-3 lead at the moment, as the two ground types do land in those spikes, taking damage there, and Baxcalibur with the super effective Bubble Beam. This pseudo legendary is in prime form here, as the Dream Eater from Cloyster is unfortunately going to fail because Mudsdale is not asleep. This allows Mudsdale to respond with the quick attack onto Baxcalibur. Does a little bit of chip damage, and Palisand looking to follow it up. Goes for the fissure, but Baxcalibur is able to avoid that attack, and there's Mudsdale taking the future sight. Mudsdale is already in knockout range, and Baxcalibur with the Blast Burn is going to finish it off. Mudsdale is eliminated. The Glissato Nordics are in full control here. Cloyster with the strength will not affect Palisand. It is a part Ghost type Pokemon. This allows Palisand to go with the Iron Head. Baxcalibur holds on from that super effective move though, as the Dunsparce comes out for the Ponytimbers, immediately landing in those spikes before it will terrestrialize into a ground type Pokemon. The Glissato Nordics are doing everything they can here. They are barely mathematically still being held on. Sorry, I am losing my words as Baxcalibur has to recharge. It is an easy target. Cloyster is with the Rock Slide. Hits both Palisand and a Dunsparce. It's not very effective on either of them, but the Dunsparce has flinched, and so has Palisand. This allows Baxcalibur to actually still be in the match, and it goes for the Brave Bird. It's going to take itself out from the recoil damage, but gets a great hit onto Palisand there. Cloyster is all by itself now, and it does have the opportunity. Goes with the dual wing beat, going for the Dunsparce, gets that first hit, gets the second hit. Glissato Nordics, I cannot believe, are in such control here. The Dunsparce with the Power Trip onto Cloyster does not do much damage to the Water Ice type, and Palisand looking to follow it up with the Stomp. Also not doing a great deal of damage as out comes the Titan for the Glissato Nordics, and immediately it is going to go for the triple axle, but it looks like it will only need the double axle from this super effective hit, taking Palisand out. The Dunsparce is all by itself here with 3 Ice type Pokemon to contend with, and remember, the Ice types do have the type advantage as well. Cloyster is going to go with the Teleport. It has had enough. It is going to go back to the bench. They are feeling so confident here, and out comes Weavile for the Nordics with that pressure ability that it will exert over the Dunsparce, as the Dunsparce with the Power Split onto Weavile here, sharing its power there. And Weavile looking to respond with the Flatter. Must be grateful, but this is going to leave the Dunsparce confused after this special attack boost, so it could potentially do damage to itself. But first, Sir Titan will be going with the Crab Hammer, and the Dunsparce is eliminated with a critical hit, a super effective critical hit, and the Glissato Nordics have absolutely dominated this match over the Ponytimbers, who have beaten the Hearthome Spectres earlier in this season. So that says a lot about who the Glissato Nordics can defeat. But this will also move the Nordics into 18th place, out of that Twisted Spoon position, as next round they will be taking on the Lumiose Glitches, whereas the Ponytimbers have dropped down to 14th place. They do not move back up into a Leaders 8 position, and next round they will be taking on the Levia Candy Hearts. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.